Sorry for the interruption. So Arjuna is criticizing Krishna. You can kill your enemies, Madhu and Mura and etc. But how can you expect me to induce my relatives and my brother-in-laws uh, uh, Pitamaha, grandfather, etc. So now we can understand that Arjuna is not in a right path. So Arjuna is thinking in terms of sense gratification, and the plan of Krishna here is it is stated in Bhagavad Gita that whenever there is a decline in religious activities, he incarnates in different forms to establish the religion. So then how the Maya, see the whole management, the cosmic manifestation of this material world, the purpose is to give chance to the living entities to revive their Krishna consciousness. And this is a very, very important point. Everybody should understand that the purpose of this material world, the purpose of this creation of this material world, or the purpose of this cosmic manifestation, the intention, the mission is to give a chance to living entities so that he can revive his Krishna consciousness. Because we have forgotten, we have a dormant Krishna consciousness. So Krishna gives a chance to each and every living entity as a human form. So that is a human form is very, very valuable. It is priceless. Nobody can price it. Nobody can charge. It is a matchless gift, you can say. So in this human form of life is very, very rare to get. Very, very seldomly we will get this human form of life. So that is why this cosmic manifestation is created. The only purpose is to give Krishna, the living entities, the need, the urgency of taking up Krishna consciousness. It's very, very emergency. We can understand that it is mandatory. It is very, very mandatory. So material world is created like how the material world is created and annihilated. Similarly, the date of our birth is created and the date of death is also annihilated. So because the soul has two bodies, one is internal energy and the other is, external energy and internal energy. That is the subtle soul and the gross body and the subtle body. As in the previous videos I have said that gross body contains 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air, ether, and the subtle body contains mind, ego, intelligence. So because of this mental state, one will take the birth again and again and again. That is called transmigration of the soul. So at the time of death, whatever the point where the mind takes, the situation where the mind takes, the circumstances the mind creates. So that's how we take the another body. That's how we accept the other body. That is called transmigration of soul. Tata dehantara prapti. It is said in Bhagavad Gita 2:13. Dehinosmin yata dehe. Dehe means the owner of this body. Dehinosmin yata dehi kaumaram yavanam jara. Tata dehantara prapti. Dhirastatra na mukhyate. So in 2:20 also it is said na hanyate hanyamane sarire. Only the body gets annihilated. The soul never gets annihilated. The soul is permanent. So the example given here in Gita is air. When air carries out the nice fragrance from the rose garden and it keeps similarly it is a fresh air. So we'll get a good state of birth. And similarly if the air carries the filthy smell, and the result will be the bad smell. So that's how we also, the mind also carry out, the subtle body carries, the mind carries out our mental platform. So the mind carries whatever the consciousness we have at the time of leaving this body, that sort of a body will get. That is why it is, that is a Krishna instructs in 8.6. Yam yam vapi smaram bhavam tajantante kalevaram tam tam vedi kaunteya sada tad bhava bhavita. Whatever the bhava, whatever the mood, whatever the consciousness we attain at the time of leaving this body, kalevaram, at the time of leaving this body, final time, we will get that such sort of a body according to the consciousness of the mind. So in 641 also it is said, Suchinam Srimatam De Ge Yoga Brashta Sannyasi. Yoga Brashta Abhijayate. So yoga means to unite with Lord, and Viyoga means not to unite with Lord. There is no connection with the Lord. Yoga means plus, Viyoga means minus. So one should understand that yoga means one has to unite with the Lord, or one has to carry out the orders of the Lord. And Viyoga means no connection at all. It is also the good analogy is there in Shvetopanishad, that the two birds are sitting on the tree, and one bird is eating, one is eating bird, and another is the witness bird. So eating bird is the living entities, the Jivarasis, and the witnessing bird is Paramatma. So Paramatma is witnessing all the activities that has been carried out by all the living entities. That is why it is in the Gita it is said, Upadrushta Hanumanta. So Paramatma and Krishna, Lord is there in everybody's heart as Upadrushta. Drushta means seeing. He is seeing everybody's actions and he is witnessing. So the order. As we leave the body and are in different consciousness at the time of body. So the Maya is ordered by Supreme Personality of Godhead that you have to give him this sort of a body, you have to give him that sort of a body. So the Maya, the material world, the material nature gives certain types of a body to certain types of living entities based on the consciousness at the time of leaving the body. Like if we keep on meditating about property, money, and those time, at the time of leaving the body, we will get the body of a cockroach or some small insects. So like that, if we meditate on eating all other abominable foods, like eating non-vegetarian and all, then we'll get the body of a tiger. So these bodies will be awarded by material nature, the Maya. So there is Durga Devi, who is recruited and appointed by Supreme Personality of Godhead, the sister of Lord Krishna. So there are 84 lakhs of living entities. So we don't know which type of body we get, but Gita assures that it gives guarantee, but no guarantee what sort of a body we will get according to the state of a mind. So it is said in Gita, Urdhvam Gacchanti Sattvasaha, and Apitrayaloka Rajasya Hetu Jaganya Gunavriti Tamu. So if we are in Sattva-guna, we will go to the higher planets. If we are in Rajoguna, if our consciousness is Rajoguna, we will go to we will go to the middle planetary systems, and Tamoguna will go to the lower planetary systems. It's called Triloka, three worlds. Triloka. Tribhuvana it is also called. So that is Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha in Gayatri Mantra, which I know. That is Bhur means Bhuloka. Swar means Swargaloka. So we will go to higher planets. Swargaloka is higher than the earthly planet. So that's why Arjuna is also questioning Krishna. So why I should kill them and go to Swargaloka, and why I should kill them? And even if I am awarded Triloka, that means three planetary systems. I don't want these three planetary systems also. I don't want this whole Tribhuvana. And what about this earthly planet? Just negligible it is. That's what Arjuna is raising his statements to Krishna. And Arjuna is making one more point. He is emphasizing one more point. Even if Krishna asked him, Krishna is asking him, so if you don't want to kill them, if they kill you, what will happen? What is your state? And for that Arjuna is answering, even if they kill me, I don't mind about it. So that's not, I'll not bother about that. Even if I get killed also, I'll not bother. So at any cost, I'm not going to kill them. That's what his status is. That's what Arjuna is standing on that particular point. So that means we can understand how deeply is attached to his relatives, how deeply is attached to his spiritual master, to his guru and Pitamaha. So that is the bodily conception of life. That is the expansion of this bodily conception. Even if 1,000 women are there, if 1,000 women is there, example, if 1,000 women is there, if one marries one woman, then she will become a wife to him. So then automatically, naturally, the attachment grows. Then they will get united, they will get a children, and again the expansion of this bodily conception goes on multiplying. Tayor mito Hridaya Granthi, Srimad Bhagavatam, it says that Hridaya Granthi means in the heart it is tightly tied. That is called a knot, tight knot. We cannot remove it. That is called the bonding of attachment. So, there is a famous economist in economics called Marshall. He used to say always, economics begins from the family. He always says that. But the Vedic civilization also emphasizes on family attraction. So basic principles, the Vedic civilization also was focused on this way, Grihastha life. But Grihastha life means it is the Veda says it should be regulated. It should not be irregulated. So Grihastha ashrama is required, and Brahmacharya ashrama is also required. In the beginning, one should follow the celibacy, the Brahmacharya. If he is not able to control his senses, or if he has very strong sex impulse, then one can change his ashrama from Brahmacharya ashrama to Grihastha ashrama, but it should be regulated. If it is not regulated, then the society will, then he will create the chaos in the society. That is why Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya has written 100 verses glorifying Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Chaitanya Charitamrita. But finally, those verses were being torn, and the disciples of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took the torn pieces, and they got some 4 verses. Out of that, one verse they say, Vairagya Vidya Nijabhakti Yogam. That means the human life has 2 concepts. One is Gnana and Vairagya. Gnana means I am not this body, I am this soul. That is Brahmagnan. It is called Brahmagnan. Brahmagnan means I am not this body, I am the soul. That is called Brahmagnan. And so one can attain this Brahmagnan only in the mode of Sattva-guna. So that is what the Vairagya is very, very important. So Gnanam and Vairagya. And Vairagya means renouncing everything and surviving or existing only for the service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So Vairagya Vidya Nijabhakti Yoga Shikshartakam Eka Purusha Purana Shri Krishna Chaitanya. That's what the verse written by Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. So Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya has written a beautiful verse. So he says Purusha Purana is the Govindam Adi Purusham. That Govinda is very, very oldest. So one should detach the material desires, and one should attach to the Krishna, to the Purusha Purana, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. That means one should attach to the lotus feet of Krishna. That is what this is. It is called Brahmagnan, Vairagya Vidya. Aham Brahmasmi. I am not this body, I am this soul. So the Brahmana means Brahma Janati Brahmanaha. That is Brahmana, the knowledge of Brahma by birth. So one can have the birth by Sudra. In fact, in Kali Yuga, everybody is Sudra by birth, but by making samskaras, one will get purified. That is by, there are 10 samskaras recommended in the Vedas. That is Garbhadana samskar and Upanayana samskar. There are the Namakarana samskara. Like that, there are 10 samskaras, 10 important samskaras. Garbhadana samskara is the first samskara where the men and women unite. Before uniting, they chant the holy names of the Lord around 54 rounds. One round is equal to 108 times. But that is highly impossible in Kali Yuga. That's not at all possible. That is why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu enunciated the holy names of the Lord, and he launched the holy names of the Lord. One can chant the holy names of the Lord for the sake of purification. So that is the greatest samskara we have in this Kali Yuga. And this Garbhadana samskara is not at all possible. It is not practical also in this Kali Yuga. So one can chant the holy names of the Lord. It is very easy. Wherever a person may be, whether he may be a Chandala, whether he may be doing business, whether he may be doing in corporate, and whatever the state may be, whatever the Sthane Sthiti, he may stay in wherever the place he wants, but he should keep on chanting the holy names of the Lord. That is the greatest samskara in Kali Yuga. That is the highest Vedic civilization. The whole Purana, the whole the Vedanta, that means the ultimate of Vedas is Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama Iva Keram, Kalo Nastaiva Nastaiva Gatirangeta. So that is the ultimate knowledge. So if there is in Chaitanya Siksastakam also it says Cheto Darpana Marjanam Bhavamaha Davagni Nirvapanam. See, this material world is like Davagni, like it is like a forest fire, blazing fire. So nobody can put out the fire. So it is possible only when the purification process happens. Param Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam. If forest fire can be put up only by the mercy of the spiritual master and Krishna. When he starts raining, then the forest fire will get off. The blazing fire will be off. So it will get vanished. So that means by Param Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam, only by chanting the holy names of the Lord, the dust in the mirror, the darpana, Cheto darpana means the mirror, the dust of the darpanam, the mirror is like a heart. In the heart there are so much of dust is filled. So if you want to clear off that, eradicate that dust or cleanse the heart, you should remove the dust on the darpanam, on the mirror. That means you should remove the dust in the heart. Then only the heart will get cleansed and the consciousness also will get cleansed. So Manda Sumandatayo Manda Bhagya. This Kali Yuga this age of Kali is filled with quarrels, laziness, and inactive and hypocrisy. So many things. So if one takes up this process of chanting holy names of God, he is very, very intelligent. He is Sumandamati. He is very, very intelligent. Only intelligent people will take up this process of chanting the holy names of the Lord. So here we can understand that Arjuna is criticizing Krishna, he doesn't want to kill his relatives, friends, brother-in-laws and father-in-laws. So and Krishna is justifying that you are still in the mental platform. So you are thinking that they are going to die, but they are not going to die. Only their body will get annihilated. Their soul will remain constant, and it will take up another body, depending on and based on the consciousness they attain at the time of their death. Thank you all. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.